just preparing the Morris Minor here for a customer. Just clean it out roughly with what I've got here. We don't really have power on site. We have a generator if we need power, but yeah, just hand tools generally. So prepared it for sale. This is actually an early Morris Minor. It is a low light basically, but when they convert them to run highlight guards, and so it is more or less a cheap way to get a low light without buying a low light. But it's an early car, and there's little differences to it. I'll show you them now. So like the bonnet is smooth, doesn't have the kick in it, and small hinges as well. Split screen of course. It's also got the low light bucket still in there for if you want to put a low light grill in it. Was a side valve, so you're talking about a 1953, 2, 3, somewhere around then. But it's not been butchered up. It has been painted obviously in the past. You can see different colour paint there. But it's been done reasonably well, and it's quite solid for a Morris Minor. I mean, the floors have got surface rust in them, but these back floors are solid as, really, for a Morris Minor of this age, and the sills look all good. Until you take that cover off, you can't really tell in the inner side that it's rusting from the inside out, but it's actually quite a solid car. So I've just cleaned it out roughly. As you can see, it's been sitting around for a while. It's got moss growing in the back window, and the mice have gotten into it. It's actually quite funny, well, mentioning mice, they just burrow their way into the seats like that. But they're actually reasonable seats, and that could be repaired. Yeah, all that sort of stuff is getting quite, even those corner pockets up there, they're all quite hard to come by, and people always wanting to buy bits like that. You see the boot, even the boot floor, excuse all the rat and rubbish, but that's not rusty. The only major bit of rust I found in this thing was on the boot lid, when it just sits with water in there and just rusts out, but that's repairable. And the bumper, just where it's eaten away through the bumper, but I think that's just poor repairs in the past as well. But yeah, they went to a full bumper on this model. The lowlights have a split bumper and a little bit of trim. I think it goes into about in here, sorry. There's a split bumper, but it still has low light tail lights and low light style, early style instrument cluster. I did steal the, sell the emblem here. It wasn't a clock. Clocks are worth a lot of money. It was just a Morris Minor emblem that was mint, so a person bought that just for the glove box, you know, because the glove boxes fold out. You see all the nice mints in there. It's a good car. Good solid, all the hinges need to be oiled. You'll have to look into that. Just needs a bit of oil on it, because it just sat around for a while. It's a very tidy Morris Minor for someone. That as well before I call it quits for the day basically. The rave4 here managed to get its warrant, so it flew through. Quite unusual for me. Normally I have a 3-page essay, you know, get a vehicle through inspection, all the little niggly things, but being a 2-hour it flew through. A lot of advisories, just little things like underbody corrosion, it's just got light surface rust, but they're just picking up on all these sort of cars with rust, like in the UK, surface rust on an MOT is, in certain areas I believe isn't a failure, but here it is getting quite bad to get cars through warrants, which is any little bit of surface rust, which is like when we got a little bit on the sills, but the sills are still solid, you know what I mean? It's just nitpicking, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. The cars have got to be safe for the road, so can't complain. But this thing has got a warrant, and I'm not sure what to do with it yet. It's quite a little go-kart running around in. When I picked it up, it had a jump pack on it, and it wouldn't run without the jump pack. So I put a massive battery on it out of a Land Rover, so like a 600 and something cranky gap battery, but it's bigger than the little tiny one that was in it. And yeah, it's running good, but the battery light is on, so I take the alternator shag, but it sits on top of the motor, so I can get that swapped out and then have a look. I believe it's got a little bit of signs of head gasket under the rocker cover cap, but it's like a European car when they sit for ages, and who knows how long this thing's been sat. A little bit of water in the engine always rises to the top of the cap, so I'll clean that off and just assess it, because it wasn't overheating on the way home. It was running sweet as a nut, and there's no sign of chemi weld or anything in it yet, so unless I flush it and find chemi weld, which, you know, might be something in there, but it seems fine. Just a cheap little four-wheel drive with a tow bar. See, it's got a little tow bar, and yeah, so that's the update on the rave4, which is good. So you might see me bombing around in that with a little trail or scrap on the back. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.